Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled 30 Boss Babe Evicted, then crawled back to mom and dad. Let's get right into it.
I don't know how an eviction can be the best thing that happened to somebody, but for me, it is. I turned 30 this year, and then like 2 months later, I got evicted. And I think God showed me my pride in having my own thing and having material things. He also showed me that I wasn't a great friend to some people during that experience. And also that like I was ashamed to need help. But I say it's the best thing that ever happened to me because God showed me who I was. Before I moved in with my parents, my business was struggling. The moment I moved in with my parents and was obedient and was on assignment, that business started skyrocketing in sales. I was isolated from my friends because God wanted me to himself so that he could work on my character. I keep having to pause because I'm literally crying and I hate them. Like you can see that I was crying. But the best thing about it was God showed me my character. He increased my business and he showed me favor. My business even won money this year. Just goes.
Now think about that, right? This is a boss babe who thought she could do it all on her own, and then she got hit with reality, okay? She was struggling, she ultimately got evicted. So I guess she wasn't paying her rent for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Either way, she crawled back to her parents' house, and when she started being obedient, and she was on assignment, that's when things turned around. Now, ladies, this is the same thing you could do when you get obedient with a man, okay? Because you ultimately, you should move from your parents' house to a man's house, okay? But you guys don't want to cooperate. Y'all don't want to do that, okay? And then you have to learn the hard way, okay? Shout out to her for learning her lesson. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
The moment I realized he wasn't going to marry me, I became a serial cheater. Didn't leave the relationship physically. I definitely left mentally. Okay, I left physically. I did leave physically. I remember it's just the way my mom looked at him. Then she looked right at me with him right beside us. And she's like, he's not going to marry you. You're wasting your time. It's the way that he tried to deny it that came off like an admission of guilt. I went out with my homegirl. She got a man. She put me on. Her man had a homeboy for me. I was like, okay, cool. Let's see where this goes. Somewhere down the line, we end up at a basketball court. And guess who's there? My man. And he ends up playing basketball against the guy that I'm now seeing. Even though me and my man ain't officially broken up, but we can tell we're going our separate ways. And they got in an altercation. They started fighting. My man's homeboy was there, and I remember him saying, like, bro, you tripping. She clearly moved on. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you fighting this guy? Me and my man did not break up that day. He even went through my phone and saw a picture of me kissing this man, but there was a hat blocking our face. So it was like a big old hat and then me and the guy. And he asked me about it. He's like, y'all kissing? I was like, nope. He believed me and he stayed. I stayed too. It was
Simping 101, okay? You don't want to believe this if you're a simp. You can have all the signs. Your girl's going places with men. You see pictures of her making out with a man, and then you ask her, is that you kissing a man? And then she says no, and the simp believes her. Guys, this is exactly what happens. When you simp, you get cheated on, okay? And then lied to in your face. This is what happens. So I don't feel bad for the dude. It was his fault, okay? It's his fault. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
A nigga will fuck with 20 different bitches, have 2 different girlfriends, 5 different side bitches, link with a bitch yesterday, link with a bitch before yesterday, link with a bitch today. And if you talk to another nigga, you dead to him. Okay. A nigga will fuck.
You know why? Because there's a double standard. So get in line, okay? Stop trying to say, oh, I'm a victim. I need to be protected by men. But then on the same breath, you guys want to do other things that men do, even though y'all want our protection. Which one is it? You want us to pay for the meal. You want us to open up the doors. Well, guess what? The spoils go to the winners, okay? If you want these things in life, they come at a price, okay? And no, you can't share that box. Because that's what you bring into the table. What I bring to the table is not exclusive dick. I know y'all want that to be the case, but that's not the case. Y'all supposed to bring exclusivity, but nowadays it's inclusivity because you're not a virgin. So I got to share you already. So now I'm telling you to stop sharing. Stop sharing, okay? Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
How am I supposed to settle when random men on the street will tell me that they'll give me the world? Clock that.
How are you supposed to settle when random men say they're going to give you the world on the street? Lady, they're on the street. What world can they give you? They can't give themselves a place to live. What do you mean? And you feel special. This is how women have inflated egos. Homeless people give them compliments and they think they deserve the world now. Now you think you deserve Chris Brown. Now you want Stephon Diggs. Now you want yourself an NBA player. Now you want yourself a CEO of a business. It's not going to happen. Don't let that homeless man soup you up to think that you're better than the average man, okay? That's a difference, okay? There's a difference there. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. This girl's giving men hints. Very good video. Take a look.
I'm going to spit some game. Men, if y'all are looking to like shoot your shot at women through DMs, hear me out. As a fairly attractive woman myself, I've received a lot of DMs. Let me tell you the ones I've replied to. Like, y'all gotta come with something fun. Y'all gotta come hard. Y'all come correct. Like, don't be like, oh, you cute, let me get to know. Don't say that. Don't scratch that. Throw it out the window. You need humor. Humor gets you in the door always. Humor, like wittiness, something of the sort. A really, really good one I've recently got. I have an Instagram photo where I'm wearing like this blue dress. He was saying, yeah, this blue dress is cute, but you will look better in a white one. I said, moved him over to primary because it's like, you ate with that. You did. I don't know, because like going through your day, like women go through a lot of stuff in a day. A lot. Like we go to work, we got to eat healthy. We got a lot to focus on. So if you can take our minds off of like our day to day, what we're like over hyper fixating on, basically, oh, you're in that. Just a little too.
That's what I'm saying. Day-to-day life is so stressful for women. That's why they like not taking, they want men to be an escape. Men, we're like drugs for women, okay? This is why they love the D, right? It took me a while to understand this, but a lot of women don't date because they're thinking to themselves, well, I need to become in a long-term relationship and I need to get my life in order. They date because they just want to have a good time and escape the stress of having to work like everybody else, right? Y'all want to compete. Y'all want to get all the degrees. Y'all want to get the corner office. But then you look at it like it's stressful. Men, we're happy to have the stress of climbing the corporate ladder. Women, oh my God, there's so much I got to do. I got to eat healthy. But she does give good advice for DMing. Think about that, okay? If you're going to DM a girl, don't go with the lazy, hey, you're beautiful, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Use ChatGPT to tell you some slick shit to impress her, you know what I'm saying? To humor her. This guy was clever. He complimented her, but then he said, you know what, but you look better in this. That blue dress you look good in, but in a white dress you look better. That's pretty clever. I ain't going to lie. I might have to steal that. Anyway, this is really funny. Take a look.
Y'all know this posting sparked up a whole bunch of shit. So hold on for a minute, because I'm learning. Teach me that the pretty privilege is gone after the wrinkles come. Because I still experience it. And the wrinkles been there. That thing is embedded in there. Okay? So when does it stop again? I'm confused. I just got a compliment on my hair on Monday by 2 women. So I'm confused. I'm really confused. People compliment me every day on my eyes. Every day I get... One of my friends was with me one day and she was like, how do you not get aggravated by the amount of people that says you have pretty eyes every day? And I'm like, I look at every person as an individual. Every person who tells me your eyes are pretty, that's that person's very first time telling me that. So I'm going to give them the respect as if I've never heard it before. That's how I deal with it, because they're giving me a compliment. They're saying your eyes are pretty. Yes, I hear it all the time. It never gets on my nerves though. Like, why would you allow something like that to get on your nerves is what I should have asked her, but no, it don't. And at the same rate, y'all quit tripping. This shit ain't that serious. It's not that serious. Y'all know
this lady is in her 60s. You see how she's behaving? Do you see how she's behaving? She says, when does pretty privilege stop? My question is, when does the delusion stop, okay? This lady clearly was delusional 40 years ago, and now she's still delusional. She's still delusional, okay? Now, she said that women give her compliments. Can you imagine that? A woman is giving her compliments, and she still thinks she's all that. Ladies, a compliment from women could just be being polite. You could be fat, and you ask a woman how you look. She says, oh, you look amazing. You look voluptuous. They're going to lie to you. If a woman compliments you, that's not equivalent to a man complimenting you. And on top of that, if a man compliments you, he might be lying too. Okay? This idea that you still think you're pretty in your 60s, I mean, man. Guys, you see why we have the dating problems we have now? If older women can't course correct, what makes you think these younger women are going to? What makes you think these younger women are going to? It's just, we have no hope. The West is screwed for good. Anyway, here's a woman actually holding women accountable, black women in particular. Take a look.
Here's another reason why black women
It's hard to defend y'all. It's hard to defend y'all, right? I spoke on the topic of Cardi B, and as y'all know, hello, I'm an influencer. I make content. I don't know if y'all knew that. But when black women get on my page saying the stupidest shit to excuse bird brain behavior, it's hard to defend y'all. And it's easy to understand why men treat y'all the way y'all do, because y'all have the brain of an imbecile. Like, it's like this little. Because it's so easy to manipulate y'all. Like, celebrities have mind control over black women, and it needs to be studied. She's rich. She's rich. Having money will not save you. Your money, the money in your pockets, won't raise your kids. It won't. Yes, you need money for the survival of kids, but that is not what's going to raise your kids. Your brain, your mind, your thought process, and your actions will raise your kids. So when y'all say stuff like, she has the money to have a baby, so why do it matter? And this is coming from a place where, mind you, I have a kid and I'm not married. So there's no judgment on that end of it. Outside of the fact that I said that this lady's a bird brain, because she continues over and over and over and over and over and over again to be a bird brain. This man do not parade you around. He do not show you off. He's not acting like he's deeply, madly in love with you. Yet you give him another baby. You say, oh, well, I'm going to be baby number 4, 5, baby mama number 4, 5, 6. And he got 2 newborns on the way and some damn DL allegations. Then y'all like, but why does it matter? Why y'all concerned? Bitch, why does it matter? Are you asking TMZ why does it matter? Do you ask ABC why does it matter? Hello, I make content, whore. Are you that dumb?
I make content, whore. I like that. I need to start saying that in my comments. People come for me in my comments. You understand I'm an entertainer? You get paid to do a job, right? You might bag groceries, okay? That doesn't mean that you're a grocery bag, like you're born to bag groceries. It's what you do for money. I do this for money, guy. I want you to understand that. I know it might seem strange to you, but I'm an influencer and YouTube pays the bills. So stop talking back to me. I make content, whore. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the Cardi B thing, I agree with her. Listen, people giving Cardi B a hard time because she went from being a wife to being a baby mom to someone who already has other kids. It's crazy. But then again, she was a wife to a man who had other kids as well. Now, we shouldn't expect a lot from Cardi B just because she has money. You can have money and be low class. It is what it is. A lot of black Americans, unfortunately, that are in the entertainment business, that's how they are. A lot of them came from the hood. They get money. You still a hood nigga. You know what they say, right? You could take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. This is exactly what happens. You could take a person who has low class and take them out of a low class environment, but they'll still have low class even with money. Okay, you could be poor and high class, and you could be rich and low class. Okay, and that's kind of how it is a lot in the world. Okay, it's in, opposites than you expect. Okay, but I would say this too, though. Listen, if you're a woman and you value yourself, don't look up to celebrities. Don't worship celebrities. Don't think that whoever has money is just superior to you. No, she's right. You could be a bird brain and rich. They call these people useful idiots. And I know you probably might not be familiar with the idea, but you could be useful and still dumb as hell. So if you're rich and you have money, you might be useful, but you still might be stupid. Okay? And listen, if you want to poison the black community, yes, exalt imbeciles and make them celebrities and watch all these black people follow them. And it's unfortunate. Not all, but a good portion of people follow them thinking that this is what it means to be high class, high status amongst the elites. When the true elites don't admire Cardi B, they don't look up to Cardi B. In fact, you don't need to be a millionaire. You could make $100,000 a year and still not admire Cardi B because you look at her like she's a low class. It is what it is. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
One of the comments that really annoys me, especially being married and having a child, and mind you, there's a lot of comments that annoy me, but one of them is around when I'm by myself or I'm out and about and my baby is not with me and people ask me, well, who's with the baby? What do you mean who's with the baby? Her father, her dad. What do you, like, I didn't marry a loser. What do you mean who's with the kid? I remember there was this one time And I was working out with this trainer, and he was like, well, who's with the baby? And I'm like, my husband. He's like, oh, he knows how to change a diaper? I'm like, what do you mean? But hey. But then I took it back, and I'm like, well, he might have a point. Because there are a lot of men out there who are losers and who refuse to change diapers and take care of the children and put it all on the mom. So I understand where it's coming from. But I didn't marry loser. Let's get that real straight. I didn't marry loser. All right? One of the comments that really annoys me.
So shout out to her. Okay, she might not be richer than Cardi B, but she might be higher class as an example. And a lot of women might not follow her because let's see how many followers she got. She only got 32,000 followers now, which if you think about it as people, it's a lot of people. Okay, but in this world of influencing people like, oh, if you don't got millions, you ain't nobody. Cardi B got millions, and it's ridiculous. You got 200, 300 subscribers. You like 300 people know you, 30,000 people know her, and y'all think that she ain't shit. Y'all dumb. Y'all stupid. Even with me, right? I got 15,000 subscribers and about to hit 16,000. Shout out to everyone that's subscribing. And people think, oh, that's nobody. That's nobody. Yeah. You could put a video on YouTube and have thousands of people watch it. Get 10,000 views, 20,000 views. You could do that. Sometimes I get 20,000 views in a day. So I'm saying that to say this. I'm saying that to say this. You know, she said, the trainer asked her, who's with the baby? Who's with the baby? Who's with the baby? Her husband. That's a flex. That's a pretty good flex. You having kids with somebody and it's your husband. This is the ideal girl to follow. I know she's not the most famous person in the world, but ladies, follow women that look like this, that act like this. Okay, this is ultimately what you want to be. The chances of you being Cardi B and being a famous rapper and you're ratchet and you're ghetto, slim to none. But you could absolutely achieve this. This is absolutely achievable and honestly probably more desirable. And from a man's standpoint, a lot more respectable. Okay, who would rather be married to Cardi B than her? Cardi B probably thinks that, oh yeah, men prefer me. I'm such a bad bitch. You're fake. You're plastic. Like, you're not even real. Your teeth, nothing's real about you. And you don't even have a good attitude. And on top of that, you have like 4 kids. What, you think being rich makes up for that? Money doesn't make a woman valuable. At least not to men. Okay? Now, this girl, and she says, looks like she's a doctor too. Okay? Highly valuable. Anyway, I thought this video was pretty interesting. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Last night, I was doing extensive research about dating, and I found out that only 28.4% of Black women are married compared to 50% of white women who are married. And when I saw that, the only thing I could question is why. I have an idea of why this could be, and I unfortunately think it's because of the way society is wired. When it comes to dating, Black women generally tend to have a harder time. And you're probably asking, like, why are you saying this? What's the point of you saying this? I just want to share an experience that my sister encountered and I've encountered over the course of my whole entire life, where you never feel like the first option. Basically, my sister moved to a completely different state, completely different school, completely different area. And so she knew no one there. Around like the second or third day of school, she actually starts to make friends, and she actually encounters this guy that she thinks is attractive and wants to talk to him and get to know him more. So basically, she talks to him and all's going well. They seem to click and there's like no issues until a few days later, he starts showing off signs of disdain towards her skin color, saying how, oh, I don't usually like Black girls, but you're one of the good ones. Or you're pretty for a Black girl. And I'm telling her, like, this is a canon event. This is something you don't want to interfere with because it's gonna go bad. Receiving validation from people who don't even like you, it may seem all like, oh, I'm special, but in reality, they will treat you like you're not even human. Fast forward to maybe like a few weeks later, my brother takes her to visit him. Mind you, he doesn't know that he's racist. Like, no one knows except me and my sister. Like, that's it. This dude is outright disgusting in front of our family, saying how, oh, it's because you're Black that you stink, or it's because of this. And this is exactly what driven me to do extensive research on stuff like this, because it's like, damn, even when you move states, even when you move cities, areas, you're still not safe. There is no safe space for Black women at all.
I think you guys should really take accountability on 2 fronts. One, you keep running to a race of men that don't find you attractive. It's crazy because y'all swear no one finds you attractive. Black men overwhelmingly marry Black women. rich, poor, whatever, overwhelmingly. But y'all hate us. Y'all think we're the worst thing that ever existed. But then y'all run to Massa, and you mad when Massa says it's because you're black you stink. You're mad at that. You're mad at that. How do you expect a man to love you if you don't look like his mother? If you don't like his sister, his aunt? If you don't reflect him? I don't see it like, step man has to be of high character in order to do that. And a lot of average people are not of high character. That's one. Two, look at yourself. You have a septum ring and you're making a video with a bonnet on. You think just because you're black or just because you're a person, people need to value you. It doesn't work that way. Black women, you don't have the best PR right now. A lot of people not running around saying, I want a black woman, right? You have a bunch of, when people think of black women, they think about Cardi B, Sexy Red. This is who they think about. I'm just being honest with you. When people think about white people, who they think of? Taylor Swift. When people think about Spanish people, who they think about? Maybe J-Lo, right? It's different. It's a different thing. We don't have a culture, we don't live in an environment that values black women as being beautiful or even recognize them as being beautiful. Black men do, but society doesn't. And I don't want to blame society so much. There is a racial aspect to it. But black men, we're not looked at the same way as black women are. We're actually looked at as one of the more desirable men. So clearly, if racism is a thing, it should affect black men the same amount. But black women only married at a 24% clip. She said 28% clip. Black men are married at a higher clip. Okay, and we come in number 2 worldwide as far as most desirable men. We only come in number 2. And racism is the reason why we're at number 2. We technically should be number 1, in my personal opinion. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Shout out to my homegirl, Queen Diamond. I should probably interview her again. The first interview was pretty lit. Take a look at what she has to say here.
Why in the black community, when you call somebody big, it's a problem? Why aren't you accountable for being overweight and not taking care of yourself? Do you not have a standard size for yourself? I mean, a healthy standard size for yourself. I understand the body positivity type of thing, because don't get me wrong, I was that little black girl that has been ridiculed by big bitches all her fucking life for being little. And by some black men as well. Oh, you too skinny, you're a stick, you're twigs, all you are is bones, you're a skeleton, you need to gain some weight, you look like one of them starving kids from Africa, and etc. However, I am secure within myself and I don't take offense to it. Even when I was younger, I never really took offense to it. I just knew that I was different. Sometimes words can hurt when you allow them to. I stopped allowing words to hurt me at some point. And I started being accountable for literally how fucking small I was. I was that kid who had anxiety and never fucking ate for real. I ate like a fucking rabbit. I really don't like to eat still to this day. I literally have to force myself to eat because I have a fast metabolism. So anytime I do eat, I'm shedding the weight off immediately. Needless to say, people in the black community always want to cry me a river and cry wolf when somebody called them fat, big, or overweight. Like, what the fuck is the problem? To act like as if in the dating scene that's not a factor when it comes to appearance and attraction. Y'all can miss me with that shit.
And so many black women think it's just because you're black, you're unattractive. No, oftentimes you're fat too. And I hate to say it this way. I'm not here trying to shame people, or maybe I should. Maybe we really should be shaming fat black women. Maybe that's what needs to happen in order for you guys to realize that it's undesirable. Just because a man's willing to sleep with you because you're fat, that's not a flex. How many men are willing to show you off? If a man's embarrassed for your friends or his family to meet you, it's not a flex that he's sleeping with you. It really is not. And a lot of women need to see past that. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
When do y'all get tired of getting peasant energy at these events? Because that's what they always give, and it's going to continue to give it. Y'all not tired of going to these meet and greets that's mass, that's like women empowering events, conferences, boss babe, brunches? Y'all not tired? These events do nothing but build one's ego, and it creates nice content for them to post. There's no real networking done. There's dry conversations. People don't really want to speak to you, but they speak to you because they've already collected your money. You're not going to get true networking. People will act like they're interested. You never hear from them once they leave. It's always going to be motivational, prosperity, very little info, very generic information. Please, for the life of y'all, stop thinking that these rich folks really want to mingle with y'all. They don't. And you're not going to find the resources in these events, because most people that go to these type of events don't even have the mindset of truly learning. It really just be people fanned out. Y'all got to understand, when people reach a certain level, they are no longer going to be relatable to you, and that is okay. But stop thinking that these rich folks really want to network and really want to help you, because they don't.
That's a good point. People worship black celebrities and go to their events, and their events are like, oh, you could do it, all aspirational, oh, let's network. But it ain't a real networking event. These black girls only throw a lot of these events, even women in general, throw a lot of these events just to make themselves look good. Like, oh my God, look, I'm teaching a community to people. Look how many people love me. It's not about you. It's not about you. So that's a good point. She no longer attends events, and she actually has a lot of followers. I think she has, what, 250,000 followers? Shout out to her. And if she wouldn't do it, you probably shouldn't do it either. Anyway, back to some fashion trends for my men. Shout out to men. Here's a fall fashion trends for 2025. Take a look.
3 pants you must add to your fall rotation right now. To start, a pair of wide leg relaxed corduroy pants. I mean, they're so undeniably fall. You'll need a pair for this season and honestly for every fall to come. I love them so much. Something about the texture and the 70s vibe of them can really turn a simple outfit into something special. If you're looking for a pair, I love these from Universal Works. These from Portuguese Flannel are a little cropped and so stunning. The color on these from Joe's Jeans, amazing. Next, a chocolate brown trouser. I feel like they don't get enough credit, and they're certainly not in enough people's closets. I really don't understand why. They're the perfect alternative to black, just as versatile, easy to style, but warmer and a bit more luxe. Love this pair from COS. They're so gorgeous in person. No one makes a trouser like MF Pen, and I love, love, love these. And this pinstripe pair from Massimo Dutti, very cool. And lastly, pleated jeans seem to be a major trend for fall 2025, and honestly, I'm kind of into it. I think it's a really nice, subtle way to add some dimension to the classic denim silhouette. Honestly, everybody is making pleated jeans right now, but I really love these from Studio Nicholson. These from Madewell are on sale, and these from Noah are perfection. If you're looking for more fall pants, I have a bunch linked in my shop.
So shout out to the girl Bali. I mean, yeah, you get the pleated jeans, you can get the corduroys, or you get the brown trousers, chocolate trousers. I might invest in some of those things for my wardrobe as well. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.